All right, today we're going to talk about a morning routine that could seriously change everything for you. It's from a high-performance coach named Andy Fell, and he calls it the 4M routine. It's a super simple framework, really, designed to get you into your ideal performance state, every single day.
So let me ask you something and be honest. What's the very first thing you do when you wake up? No, really, think about it. Because believe it or not, that one small action can literally set the tone for your entire day.
Yeah, for a lot of us, it's probably one of these, right? You roll over, grab your phone, and boom, you're scrolling social media, checking the news, diving headfirst into your inbox. But let's be real. How is that actually adding any value? How is that getting you ready to win the day? The short answer, it's not. Not even close.
And that, right there, is what we call the morning trap. See, when you start your day reacting to everything the world is throwing at you, all those emails, notifications, and headlines, you're basically starting on the defensive. You're letting everyone else set your agenda for you, and your focus can get totally derailed before you've even had a sip of coffee. But okay, there is a much, much better way. A really powerful alternative, actually. It comes from Andy Fell, who coaches some top-tier leaders and entrepreneurs. Now, the full name is the GIFT 631 4M Morning Routine. It sounds a little complicated, I know. But we're just going to focus on the core of it, the 4 M's. It's a proactive, structured process that's all about putting you back in the driver's seat.
And here it is. This image basically lays out the whole framework. It's built on 4 really simple, sequential steps. Movement, mind cleanse, meditate, and something called Mozart time. So this is the model we're going to break down piece by piece.
All right, so let's get into it. We're going to walk through each of these 4 M's one by one. You'll see exactly how they stack together to create this really powerful, focused start to your day. So first up, the whole routine kicks off with movement. And the idea here is so simple, but it's also kind of profound. You stimulate your mind by stimulating your body. I mean, think about it. Getting your blood flowing, it doesn't just wake up your body, right? It sends a fresh shot of oxygen straight to your brain, which boosts your thinking and clarity right from the get-go. You're basically waking up your physical self to jumpstart your mental self.
And we're not talking about a marathon here. The goal is just a minimum of 20 to 30 minutes every day. And the best part is how flexible this is. You don't have to go crush it at the gym. It can be as simple as a brisk walk. You can even stack another habit on top of it, like listening to a podcast or going over some affirmations while you walk. You get a double win that way.
Really, the key takeaway is just this. Don't overthink it. It doesn't matter if you're not a runner or a swimmer or whatever. That's totally fine. The core advice is literally, just move. Okay, so right after you've got your movement in, you transition to the second M, the mind cleans. Your body is awake, your mind is stimulated, and now is the perfect time to get organized. This is where you capture everything, I mean everything that's buzzing around in your head. Personal stuff, work stuff, you just get it all out and down on paper.
Now, this is super important. This is not just a to-do list where you start at the top and work your way down. No. This is a prioritization system. You look at that big brain dump and you sort it into 3 simple buckets. First, what can you delegate? Get it off your plate. Second, what are the high-value, quick wins you can do right now? And third, what's the high-value, deep work that needs dedicated time blocked out in your calendar? Just like that, you're organized around what truly matters.
All right, so you've moved your body, you've organized your mind, and now it's time for the third M, meditate. This step is all about cleansing and calming your mind down. It's the perfect way to kind of center yourself after all that physical activity and mental planning.
And again, the bar here is really low. We're just talking about 10 minutes a day. That's it. It's such a small investment of your time for a huge payoff in clarity and focus.
And if you stick with it, the benefits are pretty amazing. It can help you sleep better, reduce that feeling of pressure, and really sharpen your focus. Basically, it helps quiet down all that chatter in your head, clearing the mental runway, if you will, for the final and most crucial step. And hey, if you need help, apps like Calm or Headspace are great for getting started.
Which brings us to the 4th and final M, Mozart time. Kind of cool name, right? This is your dedicated time for stillness and some real high-quality thinking. The name comes from a story about the composer Mozart, who would apparently lock himself away from everyone and everything, just to let the music flow through him.
Now, who knows if that story is 100% true, but the concept behind it is so powerful. It's like the saying goes, greatness requires stillness. This is your chance to slow down so you can actually speed up later.
So what does this look like? Well, it's time for you and only you. No tech, no interruptions, just you, your thoughts, and maybe a journal. And this isn't just about relaxing.
It's about creating the mental space for your best ideas to actually come to the surface. In this quiet, centered state, you start connecting the dots, thinking more strategically, and making those really solid quality decisions that are just impossible when you're constantly rushing.
Okay, so let's recap. We've got the 4 M's: movement, mind cleanse, meditate, and Mozart time. But the real magic here, what makes this routine so incredibly effective, isn't just what you're doing. It's the order you do it in. And this is where a really cool concept called the habit stacking effect comes into play.
So, what is habit stacking? It's basically the process of building a routine by linking your habits together, one right after the other. It creates this amazing momentum, and over time, the whole sequence just starts to feel automatic and really, really powerful.
And the flow of the 4 M's is so smart, it's totally intentional. You go from stimulating your body and mind, to organizing your thoughts, to calming everything down, and then finally into that high-quality thinking space. Each step perfectly sets you up for the next one. It's like they all work together to create an effect that's way bigger than the sum of its parts.
So what's the big picture here? What's the ultimate payoff for doing a routine like this? Well, it's about so much more than just having a good morning. It's about intentionally, consciously building towards the future you really want. Yeah, on a daily basis, you're going to feel more centered, focused, and in control. That's huge. But over time, that daily practice of stillness and quality thinking, that's where your ideas start to compound. They evolve. They turn into real, actionable strategies and goals. You start to build this super clear picture of the future you want. And, more importantly, a plan to actually get there.
When it comes down to it, what this routine really gives you is the space to think. It carves out this precious, protected moment of stillness in what is, let's face it, a relentlessly noisy world. So, the only question left for you is, what will you build in yours?